Oh, nice. Excellent. What is this even? Makes no sense. Some garbage. 45, 17, 19. That's not gonna go anywhere.
Oh, wait, I'm here. You.
Needs to be.
Hi, Shay. Hi, guys. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna just be chilling out again.
Hola.
Yeah, I got the code here as well. I can switch screens real quick. Yeah, they can see you now. I had to set up the last stream. I went back and set up the I had to go set up the group thing. I got lucky because I thought it was gonna be like a hassle, but it was pretty simple. If you go to reactive, and then you go to reactive, then you go to sources. They have You can make a custom source and then add in everyone there. Um, and then just from there, just add people in, which is really cool.
Vad tänkte mitt
But hey, welcome to the stream. This is just gonna be another me yapping. Uh, I want to turn my mic down a little bit. It seems a bit more sensitive. But I was watching. I got to watch the first episode of at least some of it of Wanderlust with Nightmare yesterday, which was super fucking dope. Because I was just like geeking out as he was reacting to the D and stuff like that, and I thought it was just super dope. Um, to see to see something that like I'm already obsessed with, and then see like a friend also be like, "Oh, this is super fucking fun" and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, it also made me realize a lot of things. I was looking because in the beginning, one of the characters' named Troy. Uh, he acts a certain way, and then you kind of realize later on down the line he's like the murder hobo of the group. And at first I was like, oh, that's weird that he like his character turned this way. And then you go back and watch the first episode and you realize no, he always was like that. Because the first action that he does is him trying to split someone in half with his steam sled. And like he rolled for it and stuff like that. And obviously the DM didn't let him kill the person because that person was important to the story. But it was really interesting. Oh, hi Rose, hi. Welcome to the stream. This is just gonna be another me yapping. So, uh, feel
hola.
free feel free to put me in the background. Nicole's playing Where the Wind Meets right now, so he'll he'll try to chime in every now and then. But it's mainly just gonna be me yapping until the rest of them join in. So feel free to put
I
me
mean,
in
you
the.
might hear some screaming here and there, not gonna lie.
I'm gonna have to turn him down. Uh,
It's gonna be a lot of rage.
I gotta switch. See if I can switch this icon thing to be in a better position. Does that feel better to you guys? I feel like that's better. So it feels like more of the screen is with. I don't know. I feel like that feels better. Also, why is my chat's not showing up? That's fine. I'm gonna refresh that in hopes that chat shows up. Let me see. There we go. Chat's showing up now. I gotta fix the font. I know Kiki mentioned that last. I'm just playing Wawa at the moment? What's Wawa? I know that's an acronym for something, right? What is Wawa? Wua? Does that stand for something? World world under, I don't know.
World under.
World on. It's Wawa. It's WWA. I not WWA. Oh, Withering Waves. Is that the
Ah,
acronym for it? Wawa? Wouldn't it just be WW? Also, is Wuthering Waves good? Because like I want to play it, but my laptop cannot handle that thing at all. The requirements for that game is too crazy. I can't do that. Wuthering Waves does look super fucking cool though. Like I saw some of the combat for it. It looks so dope. Ah, you almost got my name. Is it good? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played it. Also, you were super close to getting my name correct. You got to switch the U and the K, and you got my name correct. It's wonderful. Okay, I'm happy. I've been super into like Honkai Star Rail. I'm more of a Honkai Star Rail player. I hope eventually I can start like streaming like Honkai Star Rail, Genshin, not Genshin Impact, but Honkai Star Rail and Zenless Level Zero. I want to start doing streams for. I just don't have a good setup for it right now. But um, yeah, Wuthering Waves looks super cool. It's making me just want to throw a chair at something. Why does the graphics make you violent? Why does the graphics do that to you? Why does the graphics all of a sudden make you want to commit like a crime? Ooh, what's going on? Am I still alive and stuff? These enable channels here. What the fuck do you mean enable channel? What do you mean enable channels?
you do something, man.
I don't know. I guess click here. Oh, what is that gonna do? That's so weird. My stuff just. Okay, there we go. Okay, I don't have to do it. I didn't have to do it. Because it's so good. Also, sir, can I join the server? Yeah, go ahead. Oh fuck, I forgot to change it. Um, I'm gonna get an invite for you. I gotta change my invite for the server. I keep forgetting to do that. I had to do that for Mar, but I can copy this and I'll send the server. There you go. I'll have to change that today because I have to go back into my panels anyways. To switch stuff around as well. But you still have my Discord, by the way. I don't know if I do. What ended up happening? Actually, I don't think so. I don't think I do. Um, because of the fact that I got hacked one day, and so I had to pretty much start everything over. So I don't have anyone, but if you want to send a friend request, you can, and I'll accept it. Also, to anybody coming in, say hi, talk. We're just gonna be chilling out, or just put me on in your background while you're doing work and stuff like that, and hear me ramble about stuff. But feel free to chat, say anything. It's just a hangout session. That's really what this comes down to. I mean, that's it's essentially just a podcast, but it's gonna be me just yapping about stuff. Okay, but I can also turn that off. Oh man, yeah, I'm sorry. It, it's pretty much just on me. I should have been. I don't know. I was trying to help a friend, and then I ended up getting hacked because of it,
Oh,
which sucks. Izzy, hi, Izzy.
oh, is he? I haven't seen that person in a long time.
It's great to see you. How are you, Izzy?
Same
It's
here.
been a minute. It's been a while. Izzy, we need to do another collab stream at some point. I don't know what we would do, but we still have to do the bottle flip challenge that I said we would do. But we need to do a collab stream at a point.
Oh,
Give me some pieces.
I got a
What
little
is
bit angry. Oh,
yeah. Oh, is that for your car? Okay. Yeah. Yo, is that Nikaka? Yeah, that is Nikaka. It's been a while since we've been streaming consistently, but yeah, that's Nikaka. You might see if Nightmare and the rest of them show up as well. You might end up seeing them. Uh, yeah, how have you been, Izzy? I know we talked a little bit more recently-ish, so yes, I didn't forget about flipping and making Zelda enemies. That's also, yeah, we do have to do that. Well, I'm back to streaming semi-consistently. I have to see how everything is going and stuff like that. But um, yeah, we definitely gotta get a collab at some point. Do some collabing as well. But like I mentioned this before. If you guys haven't watched Wonderlust from Just Roll With It or one of Beasley's D&D channels, I suggest it. It's so fun. It's just so fun. I like D&D just in general. D&D is such a interesting. It's just a interesting game to play with people, especially if they're first timers, and it opens up so much that you can do, and so much happens so quickly, especially with like first timers and stuff like that. They're a little bit like, oh, let's follow the plot and stuff like that, or someone might be a little bit crazy to see how they can go. But when you get to people who have played for a long time and they start throwing out stuff and they're like being super creative and stuff like that, I think that shit makes D&D so fun. And seeing they're watching Wonderlust, and then they're super jokey, they're doing dumb shit and stuff like that, so on and so forth. I think it's just overall so fucking to watch because they're throwing stuff out that's really goofy. Like, I love Critical Role. I think Critical Role and Dimension 20 is pinnacle of D&D right now, right? Just in terms of viewership, in terms of quality, in terms of like, storytelling, all that other stuff. Brennan Lee Mulligan is amazing of a DM, and so is like Matt Mercer as well. Matt Mercer, and then I forgot the black chick's name. She's my favorite DM. I forgot her name though, which I apologize for. But she, like, all of them are so like the pinnacle of like DMs and stuff like that. But it's something refreshing. Yeah, Michelle just needs. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, my show needs uh just needs painting now, pretty much. I've been spending a free time making this other quiz. I finished it and then saw you were online, so I went to say hi. So I don't get to see you stream often. Yeah, you'll see me stream a lot more recently. I'm currently I currently can't really do much right now, so I might be just doing art streams and then like talking streams here and there. I want to see if I can do gaming streams. I probably will. I'm gonna try to see if I can do like. I know I have pseudo regalia. I want to see if I can do that. Uh, Matt Mercer Gannon. Yeah, Matt Mercer's Gannon is dope as fuck. Um, but yeah, I know I got pseudo regalia. I know I got like some other games as well. I want to see if I can actually play. But the issue with that is I need a controller for it, and so I probably have to go get one at some point that I can like plug into my laptop and then just see if I can do that. But having one screen right about now, which is just my laptop screen, is kind of rough. So playing games is gonna be a bit interesting right about now. But eventually, like, I'll figure it out. You know, limitations usually make you get very creative. But as I was saying though, yeah, you guys will be seeing me stream a lot more often. Maybe just hear me chatting, talking, just shooting the shit. Um, but just to go back to like the D&D thing, um, yeah, one of the D&D is so cool, and watching Wonderlist just made me realize, like, damn, when a lot of it is post production that makes Wonderlust a lot better for me, because hearing like the sound effects and stuff like that when they do certain things, and hearing the music and then hearing the effects and other stuff is really cool. I turned my phone have decided to kick me out of Twitch. No, I'm sorry. Sorry, that sucks.
Damn.
Also, I don't know what it is or how Twitch updates this or how Restream updates stuff. Um, it says I have no one here. What is Wonderlust? Oh, why don't you sit down, Izzy? Oh yeah. Also, hi. Are you saying hi to Nakoka? Or are you saying hi to Rose, which is Mother Goddess? Either way, hi. Um, but yeah, I was supposed to say, I don't know how the fuck Restream works right now. It says I have 0 people watching me right now. I don't even know how the fuck that works. I don't know how the fuck that's work. I'm gonna see. Let's do I did a refresh. Let's see if it'll change how it says.
Something ridiculous happened, man. So you know how I'm in uni, right? Those who are in America, college. Yeah. So since I need to be careful with my money, I went to get packets of food. So when I saw a packet on the frozen section, it showed on the image noodles with shrimp. And when I opened that packet, it was just clumps of vegan meat, whatever it is. I got so disappointed. I was like, oh.
You said it's just vegan meat? That's all it was?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like pieces of meat. Imagine just pieces of meat, but of course it's vegan, isn't it? But on the packet, the whole image is noodles and shrimp. So when I called my mom, because she saw this whole thing happen, I was like, yo, this smells disgusting, and also it false advertisement. What the fuck? It doesn't even
Yeah,
say on the packet what it is.
that's unfortunate. I've
And I was like, oh, my mom was like, yo, what you should have read. I was like, it doesn't matter if I read. If it's on the front of the packet, the image, then it is what it is. I don't want this, whatever this shit is.
yeah, that's unfortunate. They really falsely
I got,
advertised you.
I got so mad. I was like, I'm getting a pizza. Fuck this.
Yeah, I would have been the same. Wait, I've tried eating like vegan stuff because
I couldn't.
we kept getting that at the other house, and it's not my thing is I think there's only one vegan thing that I ate, and I was like, okay, this isn't too bad. However, I don't know, dude. It's just not that great. So if I would have got like just this clump of vegan stuff, I probably would have been like I would have probably rioted. I would have been so upset.
It wasn't even good, which hurt my soul. I was like, I can't believe I wasted money on this.
Yeah, because like man, that's highly unfortunate. I think the only vegan thing I ate and I was like okay with was I ended up eating this like vegan pepperoni stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, this isn't bad. This isn't too bad. Um,
Hmm.
However, it still was like so different from regular pepperoni, and it was like I don't know. Like I'm so listen. If vegan food tasted good, I would have been a vegan so long. Right? If I could find, I'm not saying all vegan food is bad, but I'm saying like if I can find a vegan food that like I like and it helps me prevent like animal abuse and animals being slaughtered for us to eat more, I'm down for that. But every time I've turned to do something like that, it's always been just so not it. It's been so like difficult. But I don't know. Vegan stuff is interesting. Would you ever go vegan, Nakoka?
Fuck no.
Is it fuck no because you think vegan food is bad, or is it fuck no because you just don't want to?
No, I couldn't imagine leaving the taste of meat.
That's a crazy sentence.
I know, right?
I can't imagine leaving the taste of meat of not eating meat. Don't clip that. Nobody clip that. Uh, I would go vegan if I could find something that like was vegan friendly that I actually liked. Because most of the stuff that I do like is not meat related anyways, like pancakes, waffles and stuff like that. Like most of the stuff I like is just not vegan related anyways. So if I could find like a replacement for it that's in like tastes good to me and stuff like that, I would gladly go vegan. Just because it's it helps the environment more and stuff like that. But unfortunately, until then, I'm gonna just chow down on this burger and feel sad about the cow that had to die for it. Also, I hope the music isn't too loud because I had to change. I had to change. Yeah, I had to. What was it? I was about to say. I had to. I forgot what the fuck. I was about to say. I lost my train of thought almost immediately. Oh yeah, I was about to say I had to change the playlist. Okay, I like restream, right? I like the idea that I can stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. It gives me a wider range of people to see my streams and stuff like that. It's really cool. it's gonna be a minute before my YouTube catches up anywhere to my Twitch, um, and maybe even less so. But I thought it was really cool. However, at the same time, the fact that I can no longer switch the VOD tracks while doing restream kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. It's kind of ass. So I don't know. Also, is that grandma?
Yeah, Social
I'm
Security
back.
card,
I'm back.
yeah. Once you come down, it'll be good.
My uncle was talking to my grandma. I apologize for that. But yeah, I wonder. Hmm. I know I was talking about D&D, and Izzy Axe was Wanderlusted, so just because it's a ghost cafe. Yeah, nice. That's exactly why I have 0 people watching right now. It's a ghost cafe. I do think maybe I know there's a thing that they mentioned for Twitch where if you are a lurker, they don't count you. Apparently, the Twitch added a thing where if you're lurking, they will not count you as a viewer. Or
That's weird.
like at least not an active viewer, I think. So I would have to see after the stream, which honestly, numbers don't really matter to me. I don't care how many people are viewing me right about now. I kind of stream just because at this point it's therapeutic for me to be able to sit down and talk and stuff like that, and it gives me a chance to kind of just connect with people. So I'm hoping that like obviously I'm hoping that this Hangout stream gets more viewership and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought as long as you still had volume on, it's fine. As long as you still have volume on what uh the music or also hey yo what's up Bucket, how's it going? How long did you Bucket? How long did you stream for yesterday? Because I saw you were streaming. Oh, also, Bucket. Gun to your head. When silver? When is it silver? Is it sliver? Silvire? Has that got new episodes? Bucket. Gun to your head. Bucket. What's going on with that? I think it was like 11 or 14 hours. You did a 11 or 14-hour stream. How? New episode came out on Wednesday. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Webtoon to read it. If you have your volume on Twitch, like not muted, then it still counts as a viewer. Is that the case? Well, another artist. Yeah, Bucket is a really good artist. God damn, is he good. I just be leaving my stream on while I do other stuff, to be honest. I mean, that's the way to do it, right? I do think, like, maybe it's not. I think, like, in the long run, it's probably not great because like if you get new viewers, they like to hear people acknowledge them. But like also if it if if you blow up, I'm just saying. Wuthering Ways is a grinding game, but it's fun. Yeah, that's most gacha games. Co-op sucks though. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. That's most gacha games though. Well, is Wuthering Waves a gacha game? Not really. I don't think Wuthering Waves is a gacha game. But um most online games are going to be super duper grindy. Also, Uh, Bucket. What was I about to say? Because you said 11 or 14 hours. Um, Damn. How often do you? I know you do that pretty often where you have like long streams and stuff like that, right? No, it's not a gotcha game. Okay. I heard they changed that. Now you gotta always be actually on the tab for it to count. Damn. Okay. So anyone who's tabbed out right now, thank you for being here at least. Anyone who has me in a different tab, I know I know you. Just imagine me peeking over the tab screen. I know you got me in a different tab right now. How dare you? How dare you not pay attention actively to me talking?
I do that daily, bro.
Oh, watching is my main job, so I always work on it. Oh, damn. Lucky bastard. I need to step my art game up. Having Webtoon as a main job has to be good. How? Okay, if you don't mind me asking, you don't have to share. How often do they pay you? Like, do you get paid by the hour or do you get paid by like commission? Because I'm trying to do that. I would gladly have Webtoon be my main job. Can you get paid per completed episode per month? God. And I'm assuming they pay decently well. Do you have your own like apartment or anything like that, or are you just staying with somebody? Because I imagine like if you have your own apartment, they have to pay more than like what your rent and your utilities is, which has to be nice as hell. Also, again, feel free to not answer any of these. Be like, you don't have you are not obligated to answer any of my questions. So let's say you complete 3 episodes in 1 month, you'll get paid for all those episodes in the next month. Nah, I still live with my family. Nice. Okay. But yeah, that's dope as hell though. Being able to have like Webtoon be your main job. It also is good because you could transition that into virtually anything, right? Like Webtoon, it's impossible to live by yourself off the standard Webtoon pay. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, as long as you have like some flow of money coming in, right? So that's all that matters. You need to be popular and have a team. Yeah. You would have to be what, Brendan Chung? Brendan Chen. I need. Okay. Fuck. Nakoka.
Yeah.
Are you? Ah, no, you're playing word that wins me. I need to make. Somebody a mod. Because Restream
Wait.
does. Before I can actively just ban someone, Restream doesn't let me ban anyone. I can just block them. That man, Brendan Chen. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Okay, this might be blasphemous. I don't think there's a Brendan Chen uh series that I actually like cared for. He's really a businessman for real. I respect the hell out of it. I do too. I don't think, but I was saying I don't think there's really a Brendan Chen like weapon series that I really cared for. I always think the art for them are so fucking cool, though. But yeah, Brendan Chen is so fucking as a businessman, he's gold. It gone. What's gone? The bot. I haven't fully tried one of his series, but I haven't really got to any of them. Yeah, I think like I said, his art. Obviously, he gets really good artists for them always, but like artwork is so stellar. But it just comes down to like story wise. I just was like, eh. But I want to try reading the one with like the one he's making with Valkyrie and Third PHP because I think that one's gonna be dope. Um, My stream was gone. Did like my stream poof for you guys? Oh, it is. The internet just spiked down.
Damn. I was wondering why your voice was glitching.
Yeah,
Thought it was me.
it should come back up soon though. I know the internet here is really good, but it can be like kind of wonky at times. Hopefully my stream pops back up. Okay. God damn. There we go. It's slowly coming back. But yeah, I do like you said, Buck. I respect the hustle for Brendan. Being able to have multiple series on Webtoon, and then uh, have multiple series, have a YouTube channel that's really booming, and stuff like that. Have an Instagram that's also doing really good. That has to be such a crazy bag to have all at once. And I want to be on that level at some point. I want to be able to be on that level, or like at least be on the. I want to at least be on the wave of being able to do art full time. Um. Also, I'm sorry if like the stream is glitching out and stuff like that. The internet is being weird right now. Just know you guys are not missing much. I'm just yapping. I wonder why it's being like that now. I'm gonna keep it rolling. Hopefully it doesn't kick me out or anything like that. But yeah, I that's the level I want to be on at some point. I really want to like. I think I want to get into. I'm trying to get into writing and I'm trying to get into animating a lot. Just because I want to. I realize a lot of my art style is super simple, and I want to try to see if that can translate well over into animation, which is a bit longer. That can be is something that like uh is going to take longer to make, but I know my art is not my art style currently is not as complicated. Um, not like it is not. I don't think it suits full blown illustrations just yet. So I want to try and do more like animation stuff and stuff like that because I feel like that probably is uh, better better for me. Also I just been struggling with illustrations recently, so I'm trying to see if I just been struggling with like finishing illustrations, which I think I know the reason why, and I can probably fix that. It's just that I have this mindset of like, hey, let's do this really cool thing. But then after I get from the sketching to the coloring phase, and then when it's time to, I get to the line art phase is where I usually drop the ball because my line art is just not that great. Um, it's not like I don't understand about line art. It's not like I don't know about ambient occlusion. It's not like I don't know about line variation, line weight. It's not like I don't know about how to make a straight line using more of your full arm for full motions and stuff like that, so you can get those crisp lines. I know that. It's just I loathe line art just because I feel like it never looks as good as like my sketches and stuff is. And so I think I'm probably better off just drawing, coloring, and then like doing line art last, but not doing a lot of it. Which I want to try doing. But man, I do want to try to get into animation, which is funny. Which is funny to say because animation is just very line art heavy, anyways. So, so I feel like it kind of is me working backwards. But yeah, I do want to try getting into animation. I want to try animating stuff more. I want to try just to start putting my best foot forward as an artist to try to do the things that I need to be doing to be an artist. I think right about now, one of my worries that I'm having right now is something I think every artist goes through, which is this feeling of failing, like just failing at everything, right? Am I gonna fail at being an artist? Am I gonna fail at working? Am I gonna fail at being independent and so on and so forth? And I think that's something that's been like haunting me right about now, where I'm just trying to, you know, tell myself, hey, you know the steps to get there. You just have to do those steps. But it's always that fear of like being like, oh, what if I'm not okay, it's not even what if I'm not good enough, because I definitely think my art is good. It's the feeling of what if it just doesn't work out? Then what, right? And I think that's a mood though. That is a mood. I think every artist goes through that though, of questioning what if this doesn't work out the way that I want it to? What if I don't become a full-time artist and stuff like that? But I think the way that I summed it up, and this is not advice for anyone, I think this is just the way that my brain works out, is as long as I have something coming in that allows me to make money, whether that's a part-time job, a full-time job, or so on and so forth, um, as long as I have that, I will always be able to still strive at trying to be an artist, right? Because if you do a full-time job, and even if you're like tired and stuff like that, on your off days you'll have a place, you'll have your own place and other stuff to still be able to do your art stuff and be fine. Or if you're living with someone, um, then you have a space to do art stuff and stuff like that. You can always still try to make it as an artist. There's no like limit. There's no time limit on it. But like I said, this isn't this isn't me giving like therapeutic advice or anything like that. That's just me talking. That's what I try to tell myself. And even then, it still is a scary endeavor because uh, art can be rough. One day you have a season where your art is the bee's knees to everyone. Oh my god, everyone loves your art. And then the next time you have a season where you realize, oh shit, my art, nobody's liking my art. Nobody's looking at my art anymore. Did I do something wrong? Do some people just don't like the way that I do art now and stuff like that? And it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, you gotta realize that art is kind of a wave, kind of a wave. It goes up and down and stuff like that. But that's why you, as an artist, a lot of us have to do more than just art. Like, if you're an artist, you have to be so much. If you're a content creator in any sense of the way, you have to be so much more than just the thing you want it to be. Like, um, if I want to do art, that's cool. But what comes with doing art is, uh, you have to be your own business person, like completely. And you have to post stuff on Instagram. You have to post stuff on Twitter. You have to post stuff on Blue Sky or anywhere else to try to get more traction for your art. You have to, you might have to make a Twitch and then make a YouTube as well, so that you can make longer form videos on your YouTube, but have a Twitch as well that you can stream your processes and stuff in. For Instagram, if you want to make it on Instagram at all, you need reels, like crazy reels, like completely. You need reels. If you want to make it on YouTube, you need shorts. If you want to, at least now, I think you need shorts. Before, I believe you can just make videos and you'll be good. I know people who make like videos once a month and still get so many fucking viewership that they can still like live off on their own and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, if you're trying to be a content creator, also, why the fuck did our icons glitch out? That was fun. But if you're trying to be a content creator, you have to just, it's always going to be more than what you know, more than what you kind of are asking for. Like if my job is just simply, hey, sit down at this desk and draw stuff, and I get to make $15 an hour for doing that, I would be happy. I'd be so fucking happy. I'd be like, okay, cool. That would be my life. But unfortunately, if you're an artist, that's just not the case. Unless you're working for like what, like I guess Marvel Comics or something, like DC Comics or something like that. I still don't think it's a $15 an hour thing. It's still just gonna be all based off of commission. But yeah, um, being an artist is a hell of an endeavor, but it's so satisfying when you make it to out of that tunnel, when you finally make it to the other side of that long, winding tunnel, and you get to see, like, you get to look back and see where you came from and what you did to get to this point, and realize, damn, I struggled my ass off and I feared the unknown, but I made it, you know? And I think I love the motivational thing that popped up for this for the song. But yeah, it's gonna be hard to do, but looking back and being like, oh, I weathered through that is gonna be so satisfying. And I think that's something I keep telling myself, where I'm just like, just think about the fact of, hey, at the end of this long, dark tunnel, as you're walking through, and you feel dread, you feel this sense of dread and this sense of failure as you're dragging your feet along, but you're crawling to the end of this tunnel, and you know that there has to be something. Even if you can't see the light yet, you know that there has to be something. And just as you're about to give up, your hand feels the warmth of the light from the sun above you, and you feel a sense of relief knowing that you found the end of the tunnel. When you stand up and you get to look back and you see the long trek that it took for you to get to this moment, it's just a breath of fresh air. It's such a breath of fresh air. It's a breath of fresh air not because, oh, there's not going to be challenges. Hell, probably in the distance you can see more tunnels that you're going to have to go through. But it's a breath of fresh air simply just because you did it. You got through that moment. And you can keep going. And now you know that you can keep going. And when stuff hits you, you are well aware that you can keep pushing on over and over again. And I think that's something I try to remind myself is, hey, we got here. That's the big thing to remember is, hey, you weathered out the storm, you got here. And I think another thing is, specifically for my Twitch streamers, I think a lot of people um who start Twitch streaming and stuff like that, uh, I think your goal should not be partner for streamers. I'm not saying you should not want to be a partner. I'm saying I do think overall everyone wants to at least hit partner with Twitch, because that means that you that means that you're good, that you made it. Even if Twitch is a cesspool, at least you know if I hit partner, that means I got like 5K or some shit viewerships and stuff like that. That means you doing something great. But I think hitting affiliate for people should just feel good, because of the fact once you hit affiliate, you are now in a position where you can start making money from Twitch. And that, just that alone should tell you, like, should show you how, if you keep this up, this can be lucrative. This can be something good. It might be not be the best thing ever. You know, you got, like I said, you got to do more than just. You can't just be on Twitch. You're gonna have to do more than that. But like, just being able to know that, hey, as long as I'm doing this thing, I get something out of it. And if I do this thing better and better and better and better and better, I get more out of it, right? Um, I think that should motivate you to keep pushing, even if Twitch isn't going to be your main thing. Maybe Twitch is just a fun side thing you're doing. I still think you should keep doing that, and I think that's something in the past I failed on, where I was doing really good on Twitch because I was streaming Sky and stuff like that, right? And I was getting the viewership and the people that I wanted to. But then I stopped and I think about it and I was like, what would have happened if I didn't stop? I get to see a lot of these Sky streamers and I see how crazy well they're doing because they put in the time and effort and they kept keeping at it, where I just stopped and put my hands up and I was like, I gotta focus on art, I gotta focus on other stuff. And that's not bad. It's just, I always think about what if I kept at it. So I think, uh, which talking about these hangout streams, this is essentially just what this is me making something low maintenance enough where I can just keep at it and keep uh, pushing. Where like now I have no excuses, right? Like if these hangout streams do extremely well, which I hope they do, um, then all I got to do is keep at it, right? Just keep pushing. Um, and there's no excuse because it's me just talking. Realistically, that's all this is. It's just me yapping away. So I definitely think if you hit affiliate, you should be proud of yourself, and that should be a sign to you at least that hey, you can do something. You can do something with this, and no matter like where life takes you, you should keep trying to do something with it because you never know. One day you might hit partner and you'll look back and be like, damn, I didn't even know I was streaming that fucking much or I was making videos that much. I kind of was just doing it for the love of the game. Yeah, and that's my spiel though. That's my spiel about that. I think I will say I think that's more for it's more for me than it is for like anyone else though, because I think currently that's how I feel. Where I'm like, hey, you know, is this gonna work out? And I just kind of keep reminding myself like, hey, you got here at least. You know, you got here. I remember streaming to 0 viewers. I remember streaming and not being sure. I remember streaming and never being able to get over the hump of like what I think it was like 5 concurrent viewers until I started doing Sky, and then I got over that hump and I was like, oh, this is cool as fuck. But then I decided to switch things up, and I was like, oh shit, this and this. I think you know realizing, oh, you got over that hump is the best thing. Um, But that's my little ramble. I hope you guys enjoyed that of me trying to convince you and myself that everything is gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be okay. But yeah. Oh man, I was talking about D&D earlier. I want to do D&D streams at some point. I do want to. I want to see if I can find anyone that would allow me to like insert myself into their D&D streams. I think that would be fun to do. Like, also, why does it say 1 of 1? Did my Twitch stream close?
No, that's that would be hilarious.
I think it did. No, right?
Let's
Uh,
check.
yeah, please check. Okay, no, it's back now, right? Can you please check? See if I closed on Twitch. I don't know how long it will say I've been streaming for. Oh, no, I'm here? Okay. For a second, my chat said 1 of 1 and was not connected to my Twitch chat. And I was just looking, I was like, dog, what the fuck? But yeah. Thank you, Izzy. Thank you. But yeah. I can't wait for D&D. I want to do. I do want to do more D&D and stuff like that. I have to see though, because I'm not too sure um what's gonna happen. But man, I really do hope I can do more D&D. At least like for the two campaigns I'm supposed to be part of, because I'm supposed to be part of Mars campaign, and then I'm supposed to be part of Mars campaign and Nightmares campaign. It's gonna suck if I can't fucking do that. I'd be so upset. I'd be so fucking upset. I had to cancel all my campaigns because I was doing D&D like crazy. And I was so locked into D&D, and now I can't fucking do it because of how everything went. And I was just like, okay, I at least hope I can still play D&D. Um, but I do hope like as I'm streaming, I can come across someone who's like, yeah, I have a D&D Twitch thing that's going on and stuff like that, and I can join in on that. Yeah, I'm just listening to your making a lot of good points and goals. I'm making a lot of conversation. That's what I'm doing. I'm making a lot of me chatting, just yapping away, yapping and trying to keep myself from being like, fuck Twitch, fuck Twitch, fuck streaming. I'm gonna go off and become a stripper or some shit. Okay. I do want to, like I said, D&D will be it's super cool to be able to do. I keep looking at one, like I said, I was like, oh, you asked this before, Izzy. I should talk about what Wonderlust is. So you guys buckle up. You guys buckle up, because we're gonna talk about what Wonderlust is. Also, I was about to say something else, but I totally forgot what the fuck it was. I said also something else, but yeah, buckle up because I'm about to talk about what Wonderlust is and why the fuck I love this D&D so fucking much. Oh my god. Okay, so Wonderlust is a steampunk-based D&D. The idea is that there's a city above and there's a city below the Land of Wonder. Um, I forgot the name of the city specifically, but the continent around them is Wonder, and it's currently snowing. So no one's able to get in or out of Wonder at all. However, like I said, there's on that continent of Wonder, there's a city where it has a city above and a city below. However, the people above don't know about the city below. At least some of them don't. So you have this city above that's like this really nice steampunk-esque city that is super high quality, has this like these really nice industrial I don't know how to put it, like these a lot of this like industrial like pipes and stuff going around. They use a lot of steampunk stuff and stuff like that. They have like really pristine buildings, and they have statues of one of the characters' dad and stuff like that, who's been inventing a lot of things, or at least kind of is the mayor of the city, so he oversees a lot of the creation and stuff like that. And in that top city, they have this hole where they throw trash into. They throw a bunch of trash and garbage into this hole. Now, for them, they didn't really care what that meant. But what happens to that trash is that trash falls down and it goes to the undercity, where directly under the top city, obviously. Um, and that city is made to the brim out of like used garbage and stuff like that. Very gachiakuda, if you guys know what I mean. But it's just pure garbage, and it's a large city built all the way to the ceiling of like this large cave and stuff like that. Um, and so yeah, it's just so cool. It's such a cool like concept. So what basically the premise is though is there's these three characters. There's Troy. Troy is a human that comes from the upper city. He eventually ends up tailing this girl who beat him in. He's a steam sledder, which is kind of thinking NASCAR, but I think he's in like at college. I think he's in high school still or whatever, um, or still in school or whatever. But he's a Steam Slayer, and he currently lost against this girl. And I'm not gonna go to. I'm just gonna talk about this stuff because it happens in like episode 1. I highly suggest just going to watch it, and then we can come back and talk about it later. But he um he lost against this girl in this race, but they have one more race, and it's the finals. So Troy ends up kind of in the dumps about this, but he sees this girl slink off somewhere unknown. So he's like, yo, something's up with her. I want to see. Why is she winning all these races? Like, something's up. So Troy ends up going to go follow the tail of this girl, and that's how he ends up finding these large clockwork soldiers and stuff like that. And he ends up basically slipping and falling all the way down to the Undercity, which he never knew existed. You have another character. His name is Blink. He's a messenger. He kind of illegally takes mail and stuff like that back and forth. It's not really illegally, but no, it is legally because there's like some payment stuff that needed to be done. But he sneaks around and takes stuff back and forth. He ends up meeting Troy and kind of promising Troy, hey, I'll take you back up to the surface. However, the last character in this group is named Runt. I forgot to mention, Blink is an owl dude. He's this owl dude. He has like this scarf and stuff like that. He's one of my favorite characters because he's the most normal in the group, where he's just trying to get his job done. He just got tasked with taking a mail to an inventor, and he just wants to get that done. He ends up meeting Troy. He's like, okay, now I got to get Troy back up to the surface. And then he ends up meeting the last character, who is Runt, who is this short rat girl. And she was working with, I forgot what they were called, but it was like this underground group that would go up to the surface and steal stuff. However, she ended up fucking up one of their missions. I'm not gonna say what happens with that, but something bad happens, and she ends up needing to go find the inventor as well. And eventually, all three of these characters meet up. Troy needs to get back up to the surface. Blink needs to deliver a message to the inventor, and also get Troy back up to the surface. And Runt has this little piece of wondrous coal, which in this world there is no magic. Most things just run off of wondrous coal. So they're trying to figure out what the fuck it is, why is this thing so powerful, and the only way that Runt can find that out is if they find the inventor. And so from there, they start on this journey where they go and try to look for this missing inventor that is just gone, just disappeared. Yeah, and that's pretty much the gist of what Wonderlust is. It's so fun and goofy. I like Troy a lot. Troy does a lot of like goofy stuff. I believe the first time you see him, he's trying to literally kill one of the racers he's racing with, and the DM isn't really allowing it. Like he doesn't say like, oh, that this person died or anything. So I'm assuming that person's still alive. But he was like, oh, I'm trying to split this person in half. I'm trying to like kill this person or whatever. It's so fucking murder hobo. It's hilarious. You have Blink, who's this owl dude. I should probably talk about their races a little bit more. I said it before, but Troy is a human. Blink is an owl guy, and Runt is half human, half rat person. And they all Troy is the only one that comes from the upper city of Wonder. And Blink and Runt are two people that come from the Undercity where all the trash is thrown down. So, I think Blink is my favorite because I really like. Whenever it comes to D&D, I like playing the straight character a lot. I don't clip that. I know what that sounds like. Don't clip that. But I like playing the straight man a lot because of the fact it's such juxtaposed to everyone. Usually when you go into a D&D session, or a D&D campaign rather, most people are going to come in with these crazy ideas for their character. Oh, my father is the high monarch, and so I gotta he expects me to do this and this, and he knows that the world is ending, so I gotta deal with that. Or someone's like, oh, I have a demon inside of me that tells me to do bad things or some shit like that. Or someone's just like, oh, my whole clan got wiped out and I'm the last of them, so I need to essentially kind of what was it? I need to essentially um like avenge them and stuff like that, find out who the fuck killed my whole clan and stuff. I like being the character who's just like I'm I'm not I'm a good person just in a bad situation, right? Like one of my last characters is Fitch. Fitch was a fairy, but he he just needed college credit. That's all it was for him. That's the only reason he went adventuring, because he heard that he can get college credit and he's trying to go through college so that he can get a job that's high paying enough for him and his friend. However, you find out Nakoko's character, who was playing my friend, he's a vampire, and then everyone else in our group has like this crazy shit going on. And Fitch being the only one who's just like a dude, it's so fun because you see Fitch has to take on all of these people's, like issues and problems and stuff like that and try to do his best when technically he doesn't need to. He's just a dude that he just got thrusted into this situation, which was really cool. By the end of it, unfortunately, I ended up switching characters because Nakoko got his character fucking arrested, so he had to switch characters as well. And I was like, oh, Fitch probably wouldn't stay around because he his whole reason was that he was with his friend. Basically, he was trying to get a good home for his friend, and now his friend is in jail for the rest of his fucking life. But yeah, playing those characters is fun. It's just what I'm saying. Now the character I'm playing for Nightmares campaign is not Fitch. I'm playing Ronella, who's a little bit different. Ronella comes from a city that's only mages. She comes from a city that's only mages, and they essentially have like their own mage superhero. I mean, technically, he did find a home for his friend. No, technically, his friend found a home for himself. That's what it did happen. But yeah, I play Ronella, who's from the city of Nottingchester, which, if you don't know, it's just me putting Nottingham and Winchester together and smashing them together, because um, she's supposed to just be, it's supposed to be magic, magic, UK. That's all it is. But yeah, you have Nottingchester, which was just me slapping stuff together, and then they're this city of just mages, and their big thing is they have these mage colleges and stuff like that. That's just really cool. They have these really cool big mage colleges, and every kid goes there and stuff like that. However, my character Ronella is an asshole, so she doesn't really have friends and stuff like that. She's kind of standoffish. She doesn't really like dealing with people. But her younger brother, well, no, not younger, but her twin brother, Jack, he, um, he is the friendly one. He's the one that's always trying to be nice to people, always going out his way to help people. However, one day, Jack and Ronella get into an argument, which causes some freak magic to happen, where Jack ends up losing his regular body, and Ronella has to basically go to the mayor of their city, well, the principal of their school, but also the mayor of their city, and telling them like, yo, we need help, and I don't know what to do. So they give Ronella, younger twin brother, oh yeah, something like that. Younger, he's definitely, they're still twins, but younger by I say by a few minutes. But yeah, he ends up the mayor of their principal ends up giving them like this little lantern where they're like, yo, uh, for now on, he's gonna have to stay in here until you guys can actually go out and venture to find what what happened to his real body. And that's how Ronella ends up meeting up the group because she's on this journey to figure out how can I get my brother back into his current body. I think Ronella is really cool. I like Ronella a lot more than I like Fitch in terms of like playing her as a character. I think I like Fitch's story more than like Ronella's. Um, I think both of them are my babies and they're both great in their own ways. But I think Fitch is a little bit nicer because he's that juxtaposition from the group who's all there like is like, oh, uh, all this like all this dangerous shit happened around them, and he's just like, I'm just here to get college credits. But then um you have Ronnie who fits the mold for the rest of the group. She also has like this crazy shit going on in her life as well. But I think Ronnie is better as a playable character because of the fact she's just a power fucking house. Um, I became a sorcerer, specifically I think it's like a shadow sorcerer. So what happens is it allows me um to see in darkness. It allows me to summon like my a hound, which is how I explain like Jack being in the lantern. He gets to hop out this lantern as this like spectral hound. And then on top of that, um, what else? Then on top of that, like Jack causes when Jack is summoned, he causes disadvantage for like spells and DC saves against an enemy, and so that's just like Ronella's whole kit. She has like she has like fireball and stuff like that where you have to roll a DC, and so it gives them disadvantage, so they're most likely to take like the brunt force of all of her power and stuff like that. Ronella just has like a crazy fucking kit. I think Ronella was more of me trying to make not a meta player, but a good playable character, where Fitch is just me really leaning into the role play, trying to be, like I said, the straight man or the just a juxtaposition from the rest of the group. I'm just like, hey, you know, I'm just here for credits, dude. That's all I need. Um, but yeah, I my love for D&D is crazy. I love D&D. I just love fantasy stuff in general. I love just yeah, I just love one of the biggest things in fantasy that I love, and I will say I don't really get that in most of my D&Ds and stuff like that. I have fun in them, but one of the things that I really like in like D&D and fantasy as general is scale. I love how the fuck like when you convey scale, I think it's always so fucking cool. There's a difference between me being like your party walks in. As you feel the cold floor beneath you, you see this dragon as it rushes towards you, right? I think that really doesn't give you the sense of it. But if I'm like, hey, you and your party slowly walk into this place, and you see this large 20-foot dragon breathing out smoke as it looks down upon you. Now you have a sense of how big this monster is. And that sense of scale is so fucking cool to me. It's so cool to be like, as you're walking to this castle, you see these large spires that tower into the clouds and stuff like that, or that parts the clouds. It lets you know you're in like this grandiose place or this grandiose world that's so much bigger than your characters, and it also visually gives it mentally gives players ideas in their heads of how this place looks, right? I love that shit when it comes to fantasy, when it comes to fantasy in anything, video games, movies, and stuff like that. I love large fucking um buildings large. Like that's probably why I love Elden Ring so much and Bloodborne so fucking much, is because of the fact, you know, a lot of their stuff is, yo, look at this large building, look at these large like monsters and stuff like that. One of the coolest things about Elden Ring is getting out of that first like little dungeon area, and then you get to look at the world, and as you look up more and more, you realize how big the fucking Erd tree is, and you get to look up and you see this big ass Erd tree that's glowing and shit like that, and you're just like, yo, that's fucking dope. And then you go to all these other castles and stuff like that, and they're all like so much bigger than your character, and the first person you end up fighting is this fuck ass sentinel on horseback that's so stupid, and I hate him because I could never beat him in the first try, so I had to run past him so I can level up and then come back and kill him. It's so fucking stupid. I kept getting my ass kicked. I was there for like an hour. But like, yeah, stuff like that. And then you have people like Morgoth. You have people like Mog. You have people like the fire giant, who honestly I also hate, and I think the fire giant, in my opinion, is probably the worst boss in Elden Ring. I hate that guy. The camera does not agree with that fucking boss at all whatsoever, and it's so fucking annoying. Also, I just realized my music went off. But yeah, scale in fantasy is so cool. I think being able to do scale in fantasy is something that really draws the players in explaining how like larger than life the world around them is really fucking cool. And I eat that shit up all the time, bro. Like, man, giant Zelda boss. Yeah, Zelda does it really good. Especially, I've been playing a lot of Tears of the Kingdom. I really want to stream Tears of the Kingdom. Cause I'm just been doing a lot of side quests and stuff like that. Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild do it super well. Um, just Zelda in general. A lot of Zelda's worlds are really stellar. Um, I think the 2D worlds, like once you get to like the pixel games, or like the Four Sword games and stuff like that, aren't as larger than life than I would like it to be. But all of the like 3D ones have been super stellar, especially like Majora's Mask, or what was it, Ocarina of Time, so on. It's Wind Waker. All of them have like really good scale. Um, but yeah, I will say I do wish that. Now this might be just me. I do wish that Minish Cap is dope. Minish Cap is dope. I will say, and I wonder if this is just a me thing, because I know they do it in um what is it? I know they do it in uh stuff like, which Zelda game is it? Like Hyrule Warriors, and they do it in like I know they're gonna do it in the new Tears of the Kingdom like Warriors game or whatever. I forgot what it's called. Age of Imprisonment. One of the things that I like that they do, and I wish that Tears of the Kingdom did, the final boss, you're just 2 pixels on the screen, and it's cool as fuck. It's cool as shit. I was about to say, one of the things that I like that Age of Imprisonment is dope. I can't wait. I really do. That game alone makes me want to get like a Switch 2. That and like Donkey Kong Bonanza. Um, what I was about to say though is, one of the things that I wish that Tears of the Kingdom and Zelda did a little bit more. Um, I was gonna say in Zelda, but Tears of the Kingdom and what was it? Um, Breath of the Wild. One of the things I wish that they did a little bit more. I wish not everyone you were fighting was a monster. because there's a lot of like things that you're fighting in that game that just are like, uh, you know, I think they're called moblins and stuff like that or whatever. I think the only who's your favorite character? I think for me, my favorite character is essentially just Robo Link. Robo Link looks cool as fuck. He also turns into a fucking car. Not a car. He turns into a plane or whatever, a fucking jet or whatever the fuck that is. But what I was also saying is like a lot of the people you end up fighting are like moblins. You end up fighting like dragons and stuff in Tears of the Kingdom and stuff like that. I really wish that you came across like knights and stuff like that you had to fight. I think the closest you get to fighting like a human in Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild is just the Sheikah clan and stuff like that. Moblins, Bokoblins, Horriblins, yeah. I wish we just had more like dudes and with swords and stuff like that, more like humans that you fought, and more knights and stuff like that. I thought that would be really cool. People with like crossbows and stuff like that. I don't need the game to have crossbows or anything, but like, you know, don't forget the Yiga. Okay, yeah, that's what they were called, the Yiga clan. Called them the fucking Sheikah clan. The Sheikah clan is where fucking what's her name? Where damn, what was her name? I know in Smash Bros you can switch between her and Sheik. There we go. Never mind. I said Sheikah, and I was like, I know it's Sheikah. It's Sheik something, Sheikah. But yeah, Sheik. Sheik is cool as fuck. You can fight you with knights as a training thing. Yeah. I just wish they did that more. I thought it would be cool to have that variety and stuff like that. I thought it would just be interesting, but I think regardless, obviously those games are still amazing as hell. Like, those games are so fucking cool. God, are those games so fucking dope. Man. But yeah, scale in video games are super dope. Like Shadow of the Colossus, God, is that so fucking cool. God of War has a lot of cool scale where you get to see like these big monsters. This like, especially God of War Ragnarok and God of War, I think that's 2016 that they call it. But the two new ones, so fucking good. Yeah, I just think those are so fucking dope. When it comes to scale, I know Final Fantasy does it really well. Just feeling like, you know, larger than life is that feeling of the world being larger than you is so fucking cool to me. But yeah, definitely if I am able to run a D&D again, I definitely want to do something like that. But no, yeah, I understand. I only wish I had some more things to fight. Reusing the same monsters for 4 games just to change elements on them, honestly. Yeah, true. I do agree as well. I also feel like some of the buffs for some of the costumes I wish were better. Like, I wish they were more interesting, like how Majora's Mask is. Because some of them are really cool, but some of them are just don't have anything really notably to really care for, right? Like, I know maybe you'll put on an outfit and now it lowers your body heat or something like that. Or you put on something, now you're not cold anymore. Or you put on something, it's like, you have better defense against this thing. But none of them have anything like actively, like how when you put on the Zora suit, you get to like go up waterfalls. I think that's really cool. When you put on, I know when you upgrade, what is it? If you fully upgrade, I don't know if this is just in Breath of the Wild or if it's in Tears of the Kingdom as well. Yeah, it should have used Triforce Heroes buffs. Yeah. But I know the starter outfit or like the champion outfit, if you get that leveled up, you finally get to see people's health bars, which I think is really fucking dope. Um, More active stuff would have been cool as fuck. Like, I like the glide suit a lot in I like the glide suit a lot in Tears of the Kingdom. I think so far that's the suit I've used the most. However, I still wish that it actually let me glide and not just fall and like slow my fall. I thought it would be really cool if it was a real wingsuit and it let me fly and stuff like that. I thought that would be so dope and it would work so well with the I forgot his name, but the little bird dude that can like push you forward and stuff like that. I think that would be so cool. But then there's just a bunch of other costumes that don't really do much. I know there's some costumes that like you put them on and if it's dark you light up a little bit, like the radiant suit or whatever, or the glowing suit or whatever. But I wish it was just more than that. It wasn't just, hey, you know, hey, you want a stat boost? I wish it was more than that. I wish each one of them at least got one cool thing they can do. I think that would be super dope. But I think that's coming from my love for Majora's Mask, because Majora's Mask, okay, Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda, just in general, and it's because being able to change into different races, and then from there being able to use their abilities and stuff like that is so cool. Like, turning to are they called Gerudos? No, Gerudos are the right? Goron. Majora's Mask was awesome. Majora's Mask was so fucking dope. Being able to turn to a Goron and then turn into a ball, and you're just able to like drive everywhere or like roll around everywhere and stuff like that, which is super fucking dope. Then being able to turn to a Zora and stuff like that, was really super fucking cool, because you also got, I believe when you turn to a Zora, you also got like the instrument as well, which was super dope. I think there was 4 transformations. I'm forgetting what the other 2 was now. But I know it was Goron you could turn into. I know it was the Zora or whatever you could turn into. Then there was like, I think, I'm trying to think if there was anyone else. I'm trying to think. But yeah, all of those were so fucking cool, dude. All of them were so cool, and they all had like a way to traverse. They had different abilities and stuff like that. You had to use those to talk and get into certain places and stuff like that. Like, man, it was super cool. It was super cool, and I really was hoping for like Tears of the Kingdom that they did something like that, because I thought that would be super dope to be able to have more active buffs on your characters and stuff like that. I thought it would be super cool. Like I recently got the Deku, Goron. Oh yeah, Fierce Deity, Giant Mask are all the transformations ones technically. Okay. Okay, I remember the Deku, I remember the Goron. I remember like the fish dude. I know about Fierce Deity. I don't know if I ever got to Giant Mask or whatever. I also think it's the darkest Zelda, maybe, or close to the darkest Zelda as well. Like, it's literally you're trying to prevent some crazed maniac from committing mass genocide with a moon. That's literally the whole thing from Majora's Mask. It's, hey, this dude put this mask on, went crazy, and summoned a moon that's gonna kill everyone. You gotta stop it. It's like, dude, and then it's so bad because you forget about the timer. You just have to watch as it crashes into this fucking city over and over again. But you have to, the only way to stop that is you have to rewind time constantly. It was such a cool concept, but it was also so fucking dark, dude. Okay. I never got to the boss fight, the final boss of Majora's Mask. No spoilers. I do want to get there eventually. I never got to the final boss mainly because um I was following a tutorial where you 100% the game, and I was trying to make sure I did that as well because I really wanted to 100% that game. So I was following a tutorial, and dude was like, yeah, like a fucking 20 episode series of, hey, everything you need to do in Majora's Mask to 100% this game. And I was like, so locked in. I got to like the not halfway. I got a little bit towards the end of it, and then I believe my 3DS ended up breaking, and I just couldn't do it anymore, and I was so upset. But yeah, man, you do need to get all the masks to get to the boss now. Okay, I might try again one day. I know my PC can definitely handle. I might make a stream where I do Majora's Mask. I need to make a couple stream ideas that to see if I'm able to do just more than like art and talking and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, man, when I tell you, bro, I do really want. I want. I hope we get a remake for Majora's Mask at some point. Please, please, Nintendo, make that happen. That would be so dope. I'm not gonna be able to buy it, but it'd be nice just to see. Give me a remake for Majora's Mask so I can relive so I can watch somebody play the game and see them excited. 3DS? Yeah, they had Majora's Mask on the 3DS. Did you not? Did you not know that? Oh, that was the remake. You know what I mean, Izzy. You know what I mean. Wasn't really much of a remake. We have the Nintendo Switch and the Switch 2. Remake the game. Make it look extremely fucking good so that hopefully I can play one day. But yeah, bro, Majora's Mask is so fucking good. I hope they do at least take some stuff from that as well. I wonder, do you think Izzy, I got a question. Do you think that Age of Imprisonment is going to be like the end of like the Breath of the Wild series? Or do you think they're gonna do another? No spoiling what happens at the end of Tears of the Kingdom. I am pretty sure, like, probably at the end of Tears of the Kingdom, they eradicate everything. But dude, they're doing Wind Waker and Justice on Switch 2. Are they? That's cool. Oh no, you're saying they're doing Wind Waker and Justice on Switch 2. I don't know. I read what you said and completely blanked out the word injustice. I thought you were just saying they're doing Wind Waker on Switch 2. Oh, why are they doing it injustice? Is it because they refuse like they're not putting much effort into like a remake or anything like that? I do think. Oh, did you? Dude, after Tears of the Kingdom, they said they weren't gonna continue the series, and then Age of Imprisonment came out. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that Age of Imprisonment had to come out. Though. I think it makes sense that it had to, because throughout Tears of the Kingdom, you really don't get to see much. They talk about the whole imprisonment war, but they don't. You really don't get to see much of it. Also, I want to point out, because I find this funny. Um, I fucked up a little bit of the story for myself. Not like I saw spoilers or anything. It's just because of the fact that I decided to do most of the side stuff before continuing the story. I found I ended up doing the thing where you have to find all the dragon tears in Tears of the Kingdom and get the backstory for where Zelda is and stuff like that, right? And obviously, after a while, you can like honestly, not even after a while, just in the beginning, you can tell Zelda's in the past. But it's kind of annoying. Everyone trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, and Link can't speak, so he can't tell these people, hey, she's just in the past. I don't know how the fuck that happened, but like I did a lot of the side quest stuff, so I'm past the point where it's just blatantly obvious she's in the past and that she got like sent back to like the first Hyrule and stuff like that. However, because of that, I'm still stuck on the story parts where they're just like, I wonder what happened to Zelda and stuff like that. So it's so jarring for them to be like, man, we still need to find out what happened to Zelda, and me just sitting here knowing I collected all the dragon tears and I know exactly what happened. And because Link is fucking mute, he can't tell anybody anything. So I was just like, it's so funny. So they added a GameCube emulator to Switch too, but they didn't like it. There's a tingle tuner that you can use if you have a game. Looking at the GameCube and the Switch version, they are still requiring you to have a Game Boy to use it, even though Switch doesn't connect to Game Boy. That's kind of stupid. Not even kind of stupid. That's really stupid. Why? That's dumb. That's like really dumb. It's like super dumb. Why? Bro, Nintendo. Listen, Nintendo, John Q, Nintendo, whoever comes across this stream, which you're never probably gonna do, hit me up. Let me be your idea board. Let me in your idea board and just give me a prompt of what you guys plan to do and just ask me if this is a great idea. I will be so honest with you and tell you yay or nay. I'm not gonna give you like if you want me to give you reasons, I will, but if you just want me to shut up and tell you whether it's a good idea or not, I will gladly I'll have two signs in my hand, and I'll just raise up one with an X or one with a check mark. And then because like some of the decisions you guys are making is so fucking dumb. It's like so stupid. Like one of the decisions that I don't like is, why can I game share with somebody but only for a set amount of time before the game just randomly is pulled back to me? What are they gonna do? Steal my game? They're just shoving games in there, man. Not fix them, expecting you to still pay for them when you can use a free one that's better. Yeah, you can literally use an emulator for most of them. And emulators all come with shader packs that are really super dope. Dude, Bowser quit. he gone. Oh wait, no, he Bowser quit? Oh damn. Even he was like, yo, I gotta go. I thought you were telling me Bowser to quit. I thought you were saying like, you're fucking up Nintendo, you gotta go. But no, you're saying he walked out. So that means they have vacancy. Nintendo, listen, hear me out. Hear me out, right? I'm just saying, hear me out, right? Hear me. Listen to me. I got you. Just saying. You know, if you want me to endorse anything you're doing, I would do it. And if you need answers, I got you. Just put me on the Nintendo board, please, so that we could get some of this fixed up. I was also talking about the game share. I hate the idea that I can game share with somebody, but it's only for a limited amount of time before I gotta get the game share back. It makes no sense because like I already have the data and stuff like that. What the fuck are they gonna do? Steal the game from me? How the fuck does that even work? Give me the option to take my game back at any point, but don't like make it like a weak thing. He was replaced by some woman who is very familiar with the law. So people are kind of scared now that Nintendo's going to put out more lawsuits. That's unfortunate. You know who I miss? What was his name? I miss Reggie. Was that his name? The previous owner, the previous CEO of Nintendo. I miss him. That guy was cool. Reggie was cool. Unfortunate. We love Reggie. We all love Reggie. Reggie, if you're out there, just know we love you. He needs to come back. He does need to come back. Because, man, Nintendo has been making some dumb decisions recently. The thing that sucks is Nintendo has been making some dumb decisions recently, but they get away with all of them, right? Because, like, one of the biggest things people were upset about was, like, the whole, like, you don't really get the physical version of games anymore. You only get the digital version. Like, you can buy a game physically, but it just gives you a link to download the game digitally, which was really dumb. It's like, why not just give them a physical game? And even, no, I think, what was it? You could buy a game, what was it? You can buy a game physically, but when you put it in, it's just a code to it digitally. I forgot how it worked, but everyone was super upset about that. They were super upset about the prices for the games as well, and so on and so forth. But the crazy thing is, despite all the controversy, despite all the issues people had with the game, all the things people didn't like about it, the things people were talking shit about it and stuff like that, despite all of that, that console sold so fucking quickly. It is I think it's the fastest selling console out of no, it just is. It's the fastest selling console out of the big three, right? Out of like Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. Nintendo sold quicker than Xbox and PlayStation immediately. Like at launch, it's so crazy. And then on top of that, their roster of games that they're going to be dropping periodically is also so fucking bananas. Because they've been getting a lot of like games that they couldn't get on the regular Switch, or that look like booty on the regular Switch. So it is for the Switch too, but you can put in 2-player and local download player on a regular Switch, so you should be able to play it on the Switch 1. I didn't know that. That is like kind of stupid. But I guess they just needed it for a reason to sell Switch 2s. I guess that's what they chose. It was like, oh, if we put this on Switch 1, no one's gonna buy this Switch 2. I wonder how long this Switch is gonna stay before they decide. Oh, well, usually Nintendo has like 2 consoles out that they support simultaneously. Because I know for the longest it was the Nintendo Switch and 3DS, and they both got stuff simultaneously until eventually the 3DS fizzled out. Oh no, wait, no, it was the 3DS and the Wii U, and then it was from there, like I believe the Wii U and the Switch, and then now it's the Switch and the Switch 2. If I'm correct, I could be wrong, but yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Nintendo just because of how big Nintendo is, they get away with a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff. But, for Switch 1, some games are coming out on both. Yeah, that's because they still wanna cater to the people that are on the regular Switch, but eventually they are gonna the lights on the Switch are gonna dim. They're gonna watch as it slowly blinks out. They're gonna be like, "Yo, it was a good run." Then they're gonna kill off the hardware in the fucking back alley somewhere. And then they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, Switch 3." I will say I do like that Nintendo is doing the console handheld hybrid. I think that actually is cool. I do really like the idea of that, of being like, hey, we're giving you a console and a handheld all in one. Even if it does mean like their graphics and stuff are inferior to their competition, I think it gives it so much more value that I can take it on the go. Oh yeah, got a 3DS for real. Yeah, they're gonna do that where they're like slowly slowing down on giving it games and then having to kill it off eventually. But yeah, that's how Nintendo does it. It just is Nintendo. They'll they'll slowly kill off something and then just drop it, and then immediately after that, there's something that comes out immediately after that. But that's Nintendo for you. That's good old Nintendo. Mhm. You know what Nintendo? Okay, complete. Well, I don't know what I'm saying off topic. I'm just rambling this whole time. I wish they bring back Starfy. Can we get a Starfy remake, or just at least a Starfy port? I'm so upset that they just forgot about Starfy. Starfy is so cool. Starfy was so adorable. If none of you know what Starfy is so fucking cute. God damn, is Starfy adorable. Starfy is essentially just this starfish, and it's a yellow starfish. It has these big ass eyes and this smile and stuff like that, and rosy cheeks, and it's so fucking cute. And like Nintendo owns it, so if they kill it, they literally kill it. Yeah, Starfy is so adorable. Hope we get another Starfy. Hope we get I never heard of you. Never heard of Starfy? You gotta look it up. You gotta go look it up. Starfy, go work, go work, go work, go work. Is that like crab game? No. Starfy is a game where you play as a star. It's essentially like Kirby. You get power ups and stuff like that. It's just so fucking cute. It's so cute. I highly suggest looking up Starfy, and if you can, playing a little bit of it. It's so fun and so adorable. I hope Starfy gets something. I feel like Starfy needs to be integrated into Kirby somehow. I feel like that makes sense. Ocha! Hi! Hi, Ocha. Hi, hi's. It's great to see you. Hi, welcome to, I yap for about 4 hours. Hey, how's it going? If you guys don't know, Ocha is have you heard the term art god? Yeah, Ocha is one of those. Ocha is so good at art. Is it going well? How have you been? I'm doing okay. I had a move recently, so kind of trying to figure out stuff, but yeah, I'm doing pretty cool. No, not an art god. Don't let Ocha lie to you. Don't let Ocha lie to you. Ocha's art is so fucking good. I go look up. I can't really do it on stream because I'm using Restream, so it's being stupid right now. But go look up Ochayu on Instagram. In so god damn talented. God fucking damn it. God damn is Ocha so fucking good at art. I've recently been like trying to dissect how you do like clothes and stuff like that, and I can never wrap my head around it. God, are you so good. I gotta go hide all my art. No one look. Izzy, your art is great though. Why would you hide your art? You should show your art. But yeah, Ocha is amazing. Ocha is one of these days I'll catch up. One of these days. But yeah. How's it been going, Ocha? How's everything been going? Like I said, this is my little yap session. So stop. I am giving you due praise. Okay? Okay. Let me talk about something. Let me talk about something. Let me gush about Ocha for a second, right? I remember when it was just random. I was streaming and then I found Ocha, and I saw that Ocha had kind of a little bit of viewership. I was at she was like the same amount that I was having when I decided to rate her. So I rated her, thinking, hey, this is a small content creator like I am, right? And Ocha was so nice to me and so sweet and so like just being so like cordial and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's so fucking cool. I was messaging Ocha and stuff like that, and they were answering, and they were so nice. They were helping me with art and stuff like that, doing just so nice. And then I looked at their fucking Instagram and saw how many followers they had, and I was like, oh. I looked at their Instagram, saw their followers and their art, and I never realized I was just in the presence of a giant. Ocha is amazing. Ocha is so amazing, so sweet, just such a nice person, and I highly suggest if you are not following, go follow Ocha. Ocha is amazing. I have nothing but nice things to say. Those followers are mostly dead. Yeah, that's more followers than I still have. My followers are dead too. That's still more dead followers than I have. I don't want to hear any excuses. They're mostly dead. What is their profile? It's literally Ochayu. I'm pretty sure it's Ochayu. I once had a lucky disease. It's sort of viral. Yeah. As one so casually does, have a draw this in your style that just goes sort of viral, you know? Sort of viral, and gives them like how many followers are you at this point? Then I'm gonna shake you. It's literally just Ochayu. I can't post the link because Restream allows me, but I would have to open up my browser and stuff like that. But it's literally just Ochayu. What does it look like? It's literally the same profile picture. It's literally just the same profile picture. It is the same like pink hair and stuff like that. You should not be able to miss it. Ochayu, I don't think anyone on Instagram has the same name as you. Right? Yeah, Izzy is a good artist as well. Izzy's a lovely artist. I'm hitting whoosh. Don't worry. I got this. You won't be hidden for long. Oh damn. I have it in your. I thought you would have it in your body. But yeah, Ocha is amazing. That's all I have to say. I think all of my art friends are amazing as hell. Like Coco, Kyuki, all of my art friends are so fucking cool. Wait, I found it. Give me a minute. Yeah. But yeah, Ocha, how's everything been going for you? I know you've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been seeing a lot of your like a lot of your your second page and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure you saw me like some stuff. I've been seeing a lot of like you posting there and stuff like that. How's that been going? Have you been doing comms and stuff like that a lot? Also, Ocha, are you a full-time artist, by the way? Got into a position of selling and forgot our first sector. I mean, but it looks amazing. Not a full-time artist, just someone with a dream. That aren't the, isn't that all of us? Isn't that all of us? Aren't we all just someone with a dream? All artists are just people who are just dreaming that they will continue being able to do art. Also want to move my chat as well. I'm gonna do this because I think that looks better. All of us artists are just someone with a dream that just is praying that one day we will will do art and no longer be having to worry about like flipping burgers and shit like that. But yeah, I'm surprised you're not doing it full time because your art is so fucking good. Like when I tell you, listen to you guys. When I tell you, Ocha's art is so fucking dope. I'm surprised that you're not doing it full time. I do think the sewing stuff, like I said, the I never was because I excuse me if I say this wrong. Is Lolita? Is it Loletta or Lolita? Uh, but that type of fashion and stuff I was never really into until I started seeing your art and something about how dense you make the clothes and the fucking accessories and stuff like that is so fucking stellar to me. It's like looking at a rainbow cake, if that makes sense. And I always like my eyes are always just like, yo, that's so cool. Um, so not really doing that well. Not really doing that. So it's really pretty. Yeah, I think it's so dope. My eyes wasn't open to it until like I started looking at your art and stuff like that. It's like Loletta fashion is so fucking dope. Um, do it well selling wise. I mean, the point is that it's gonna get there eventually. I definitely think um, it's gonna get there eventually, even if it's not selling well now. The fact that you're just showing up and doing it is way more than enough. Also, am I being? I don't know if my mic is cutting me off. It seems like it might be, so I'm gonna kind of try to fix that. Boys Can Wear It Too, I can recommend. Please recommend anything. Recommend, but it's a bit pricey, admittedly. I don't care. I'm about to start work soon. I don't care. Send it to me. Let me on let me dive into the Lolita fashion trend. Just dive head first into it. Hmm, Okay, okay. I'm gonna also I accidentally close my. Yes, okay, let's go. I'm gonna copy that, and I'm gonna quick guide if you're interested. I am. I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna put that in my Discord for myself, so I can go after Discord and after stream. I'm gonna definitely check that out. I Okay, it's not how that works. Okay, sure. There we go. I should be able to copy that. Let's go. Congratulations, you received 100 messages today with Restream Chat. Let's go. Wait. Oh, right back. Okay. I do. I can't. I really need to get back into just doing art and stuff like that. I've just been in a funk right now, but I do want to start back into getting into art and stuff like that. But one of the things, okay, as an artist, I wonder if this is just a me thing, but as an artist, do you find yourself wishing that you can just draw your fashion or like draw like my style of dressing is I just like things being comfortable. I don't really care what I wear. If it looks good, it looks good, but I mainly like things that look good and feel comfortable. If I go to a store and it's like, oh, this bag is Balenciaga or some shit like that, but it doesn't feel good, I'm not gonna buy it. Even if it looks so cool and stuff like, if I don't like how this feels on me and stuff like that, I'm not getting it. But if I go somewhere and it's like $5 for these jeans or something, and I'm like, yo, these jeans feel nice and they look nice and stuff like that, I'm gonna buy the jeans. But I always wish that I can. Maybe that's what I should do one day. Is just take a picture, a full body picture of myself, and then just draw clothes onto me so I can figure out what clothes look good for me and stuff like that. Um, I think that's something I really, really need to start doing because I don't know, my art sense and my fashion sense are like kind of on two different wavelengths. And if I can find a way to bridge those two, I think that would be so much better. Welcome back. I was talking about basically that my art sense and my fashion sense are like two different things. I wish that I can. I think one of the things I should do is take a picture of myself and then draw clothes onto me, so that way I know what I want when I'm wearing stuff and stuff like that. Because man, the way that I think of fashion in terms of art is so different than how I actually like dress and stuff like that. But I definitely I need better fashion. is what I'm saying. Is what I'm saying. It's such a person that I'm a very low maintenance person when it comes to like clothes and stuff like that. I don't need a lot of clothes. I just need comfortable clothes that I can swap between. And as long as I can do that, then I'm good. But you know, it's nice to use yourself as yeah, because I think if you do that, you as an artist, you have the ability, the artist superpower of knowing what colors work, what looks cool in terms of design and stuff like that. And if you do that and just wear that, at least like you know for a fact when you put it on, it's gonna look good. It's gonna look good, right? Hmm. Also, hi Shay, welcome. Hi, hi, welcome back. Uh, I will have to be. I will switch to a be right back screen in a second. I gotta use the bathroom. Color are nice too. I get why one would go for comfort. Yeah, I just don't. My thing is, I don't like wearing stuff that makes me feel eh. I don't know. Guess what I finished last night? What did you finish? Also, if one of you don't mind, can you guys check if the alerts work? I don't know if I have to refresh these, but can one of you guys hit an alert or whatever? See if that works. Don't say what it is. It's a gift. Ooh, okay. Can I see? I still want to see. Oh, welcome back, Izzy. Oh my god, is that Pikachu? Oh my god, that is so totally Pikachu. God damn. That's a really good Pikachu. When I look at that, the thing I think of is Pikachu. I'm not seeing any alerts so far, I think. Okay, I don't know why, though. I'm just trying to see if my alerts are working or not. It's cute, right? It is cute as fuck. See, Shay, you're about to fuck it up. How are all of you guys doing these days, though? Is there anything like new for like you, Ocha, for you, Shay, Izzy? Is there anything new happening for you guys? Oh, there we go. It is working. Nice. I gotta change the size of it. I might put that somewhere else. I can't hear it here. Yeah, I gotta fix that. The only reason you guys can't hear it, just know I can hear it. Just know I can hear it. The only reason is because um, I gotta figure out a way to switch it, cause the alerts come from my desktop audio, unfortunately. And also that's where my mic comes from as well. That's from my mic and my music comes from. So I got to see if there's a way to switch sound alerts so that I can hear them without like doubling or anything. Hold on my noodles. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know how to fix my sound alerts. I gotta do that. Can you hear that? Also, Ocha, my question for everyone, not just specifically Ocha, but everyone, did because if you weren't here, what do you guys think about D&D? Hear me out. I can go back on this rant again. What do you guys think about D&D? D&D is so cool. Have any of you guys thought about playing D&D? I think you guys should. I think everyone should play D&D at least once. It's so fun. It's so good. I'm just saying. Everyone, at least once, should play D&D. You know? I'm just saying. I played Pathfinder. I haven't played Pathfinder yet. Is Pathfinder... I know Pathfinder is fun. But I haven't played Pathfinder just yet. I've been sticking to simply like 5e and stuff like that. I never played. I heard it's fun, but it seems really time consuming. It is. I will agree. It is. It's time consuming, but it's one of those things where I think if you plan it correctly, it's super easy to like kind of slot in. So I avoid war. You know what? That's fair. That is fair. Just made Pokemon cards for. So this message about needing to play D&D has been brought to you by Testing Venom's campaign. Please join. I no. Well, one, I would love to campaign for somebody, like at all. But two, I can't. Two, I can't. Um, Simply because I start work soon. Um, we're just waiting for uh quick story time, like quick 5 second story time. Um, the Popeye, I'm supposed to be working at a Popeyes, um, where I live, next to where I live. But it flooded, so I can't go into the POS system until they tell them that it's okay for me to go. Ocha, I gotta ask everyone, don't worry. Do you like Zelda? Ocha, do you like Zelda? Zelda is cool. But what I was about to say about D&D is like D&D is one of those things where I think if you talk with people and you guys set out a date and a specific time, it would be super fun. Because there's things in D&D called one shots. It's kind of just like if you know what a one shot is for a manga, then you know what a one shot is for a D&D. It's a closed story. You play it for like 4-ish, maybe 5-ish hours of you guys just hanging out and goofing about and stuff like that. And it's super fun to do. I don't really play games as I get addicted to them too easily. What is the last game you got addicted to, Ultra? Oh, you're working on Twisted Wonderland patch? I need to watch Twisted Wonderland. I definitely need to do that. Also, like I said, Ultra, what was the last game you got like super addicted to? Don't worry, Ultra. I needed to touch grass. Don't worry, Ultra. You're not alone. I've also done that. I spent real money. I think I spent like $100-ish on Genshin Impact when that first came out. I really needed to touch grass, and now I I I still have to, but like I still do play gacha games. Question for my best buddy: what characters does Kawaii love and Twisted? What character does Kawaii love and Twisted Wonderland? Um, oh, I feel like Hades has to be one, right? Because Hades is sad boy, and that seems like something you'll like. You know, you know me, buddy. Was it Hades? Was it Hades? You maybe want to be friends. Fuck you for being. I felt like Hades feels Shay coded. That's all it is. He's a sad boy. Oh, Ocha, have you heard of Twisted Wonderland? I think you might like that, or at least like the designs for them. Twisted Wonderland is really dope. They have some really good character designs. But yeah, it feels Shay coded. That's really what it comes down to. It just feels Shay coded. Oh, which character do you think is my favorite? Ooh, what is an Izzy coded character? See, I don't know that many characters from Twisted Wonderland, so I'm gonna just. I don't know. Fuck. What are some Twisted Wonderland characters? Yeah, the designs look super dope. They have a anime coming out. If it's not out already, but they have an anime coming out. So fucking cool. Idea Shroud or Lila Von. See, I don't know who any of those names are. I don't know. Nikoko, are you still here? I know you're muted, but I saw you playing the game. Nakoko, are you still here?
Even knows I was muted.
Yeah. Have you been talking this whole time?
No, not really.
Okay, well,
I was in the
well,
zone.
well, bro, can you do me a favor and like lock in for like a couple minutes real quick?
I got you, Pookie.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use the bathroom, and I'm gonna leave you guys. I'm gonna put you guys on a be right back screen. But I'm gonna leave you guys with Nakoko for a second while I go use the bathroom. It shouldn't take me too long. Also,
Ready to get high.
hold on. Also, you know, rate the transition. Rate the transition. I'm just saying, rate the transition. You know? Yeah. You know, I just think it's really cool. I think it's a really cool transition. I'm just saying. Any takers? Anyone else gonna gas me up? Yeah. Can you believe I just spun? I'm not gonna hold you. The person that made this transition, I think they are being done so dirty. Forgot the artist name. It should be in like my bio or my abouts and stuff like that. Whoever made this transition, I think they should be charging so much more money for this. Because you get 3 of these for like $1 or some shit. Like, I think it's on sale for like $1, but you get 3 transitions of these that are also fucking good. And I think at most it's like $3 without the discount. And I still think that's way too low. You should at least be charging like 10 or 15 or something. That's 3 transitions that you get for free. For essentially nothing. So, but I'm gonna let Nakoko take over. Nakoko,
Coffee.
go ahead, lock in Nakoko. I'm gonna go ahead and use the bathroom.
He's putting me on the spot while I'm locking in my game. Yay! Oh, he's gone. I didn't notice. Cool. Okay. I don't know. Ask you guys questions. Let's get milk. Can't lock in without milk. Hello. Okay. I guess to start off, does anyone have questions for me? What do you want to know? Do you want to know my dirty little secret? Hello, Shay. Been a long time. Hello, Chayu. What game I'm playing? Where the Winds Meet. I've been grinding this game for a long time now. Loving it. Sadly, I'm playing on Legendary. I'm doing my best. I'm quite far in the story, but fuck me, I feel like crying every minute. Yeah, game is fun though. I actually suggest you guys play it. Obviously not on Legendary mode. What else? What else? Come on, bother me with questions. Bother me, please. Silence is loud. I'm not comfortable with silence. temperature is over there? That's that's an interesting question. No, hold on. I actually need to get my phone. What temperature is it? I am burning to a crisp right now. I mean, it's getting close to winter. It's freezing. I would say it's cold but not freezing. Cold here in the UK, not freezing though. I was thinking of streaming, but I have to go back to practicing art again. I'm getting really shit at art now. I'm in my bed cuddling with the blankets doesn't help it. That's information. From I suppose. What? I don't know. I feel like a nice attic room. I mean, or just a normal attic room seems cool. I don't know why. I always thought having a room in the attic would be so cool. I get to chill with no disturbances. Because if you think about it, right? I don't know, in the attic you just have so much space. It's like a whole living room. I mean, depending on the house, but yeah. The attic is usually less well. It's true. True. I don't have a basement, no basement seems cool too. Fuck. So you're in the summers and freezing in the winters. Yeah, because the humidity on summers is horrible. Especially in the UK. It's like dirty air. Fucking disgusting. Freezing in the winters, it's UK. I don't know what you expect. It's a cold country. Well, other questions. You guys want to know how I got into art? Other shit? Oh, some of this is UK. I'll pre-tell it. Yeah, it's horrifying. I saw my friend who was like white as snow turn into a fucking burnt toast. Hilarious though. I think it might be time for me to try boss. You know what, let's try you, guy with the donkey. Oh, fuck. Ow. sorry I'm not that talkative. Just so locked into my game right now. Damn. No, I'm not gonna win this. Yeah. Are you doing anything for Thanksgiving? I mean, I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving. And even if I was, I probably wouldn't do anything. I'll just be chilling in my room like always, like a fucking hermit. I don't really celebrate Christmas as well, unless, you know, everything goes cheap, which is nice. Not doing that much damage? Doesn't. Come on. Fucking hell, that was tanky. Yeah. Fucking hell, that horse kicked my ass. Redeem it. Don't know how I redeemed it, but I've redeemed. Don't. Fuck. Oh. Shit. I talk about build storm. Hooked. Wait, oh, I died. That sucks. Might have to go shopping soon. Running out of snacks. had it. Tell them, no problem. I'll tell him once he gets back from his bathroom break. You do. Angel Venom. Angels also character copy. Do this. How'd I get poisoned? Ooh, that was close. Oh, this is pretty cool. I could not move the holy shit. Hello.
Alright, I'm
Chai
back.
said she had to go.
Was that she had to go?
Ochayo.
Okay. Oh, I missed so much.
Damn, man, I don't know why I couldn't press
In my
off
bed.
that.
This is it's in the basement. Here, it's freezing. It's freezing here. God, I missed so much. Alright.
Not really.
How long was I gone for?
Not that long. I'd say like at least 10 to 15 minutes.
Yo. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back.
Yay.
Did Nikoko do well? Ochayu sends their regards. Okay.
Oh, that. Oh, silent, bro.
Someone else in my regards. Why does that sound like? Isn't that what they usually say before like someone kills you? Am I about to get shot or something?
Send my regards.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna scroll through and see what I missed. True. Good. Because I just kind of go with the flow. Really depends kind of person, since plans don't always turn out, but you want them where they could change and diverge and so on. I felt that. I'm also not a planning person. He did a 5 out of 10 job. You know, I was about to say that's barely passing. That's not passing at all. that's an F. Nikoko, what the fuck?
I don't know. Huh? Yeah, I'm busy with my game, bro.
What the fuck, Nikoko? I left you here by yourself to take care of everyone, and you fucked it up. How dare you?
And what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it, bro? You can't do shit. Haha.
I'm gonna go to the UK and I'm gonna pour your tea into the river again.
Do it. I don't give a fuck about pee.
King Dragon sends his regards. King Dragon sends his regards. That's from Pro ZD. That was specifically the sketch when he was like, when no matter what dialogue you pick, the main character dies, or the character dies, or whatever. King Dragon sends his regards. What do you think, guys? Can I get into voice acting with that?
That's annoying a day in your life, bro.
What do you say?
Nothing, bro. No, nothing.
You say not a day in your life. God damn.
Just trying to be
Series of
realistic, man. I
sketches.
don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. It's funny because I remember watching those videos. It's a whole plot line. Yeah. It's funny because I remember watching Pro ZD videos and thinking, man, this guy is so good at voice acting. And then finding out he voice acts in like everything fucking ever. That's the way that I felt about Alejandro Saab. I was like, oh, Alejandro Saab has a good voice. Found out this man is literally in everything. God damn. Am I so tired of seeing the same, like, 4 fucking names for voice acting. But also, I'm so happy for them. Because Alejandro Saab is in everything. Alex Lee is now beginning to be in everything. Matt Mercer is in literally everything ever. Literally, especially for Critical Role, everyone in Critical Role is in everything now, and I'm not mad about it. I'm not surprised. One of the roles he played that I didn't know it was him until later was Ratatosker from God of War. I swear to God, I never knew he can make that voice. Go listen to like Pro ZD, like his other works and stuff like that, and then listen to Ratatosker from fucking God of War. God damn, he kills that role so well. But yeah, ProZD is such a good voice actor. He plays the Korok. Oh, the one with Link, or with like Mecha Link, or like whatever the fuck that name is for. Or am I bugging? I don't see. I need to look at Age of Imprisonment more. Just do this Korok and then come back to me. Just do this Korok and then come back to me. I want to see. I don't know. Maybe if I get a better like laptop or whatever. I want to see if I can start doing like video streams as well. Like, I know reactions on streams suck because you essentially are just taking viewership out of someone's mouth, basically. But I do want to like at least like sit down and watch some stuff. I think that would be nice as well to have like a little, just that way that these streams are just not me like. All right, I'm back again. God, the internet here is. The crazy thing is the internet here is really good. It's just I don't know. It just has this weird thing of disappearing randomly. Don't know what that's about. Oh, okay. No, the drop frames just okay. We're still good. I was about to say, is this a completely different stream? Because the drop frames are at 0, but no, we're still good. Yeah, the internet here is extremely good. Like, the internet here is so fucking bonkers good. It's just randomly it drops out, and I don't know why it does that. Like, if I wanted to, I could probably, if my not PC, but if my laptop could handle it, I could probably run, like, at the highest quality for internet here. Because the internet here is so fucking, so good. So good. But yeah. We all know that that's Link, is what I'll say. We all know that that's Link. Everyone was easily able to tell that's Link. I wonder what made them put Link in there as like a little. I guess he has to be in there because Link is pretty much like a canon event 24/7. But I was wondering why they would put Link in there. Because I was assuming that was okay, where does Age of Imprisonment take place? Don't maybe talk about it. Go on, because I don't know much about Age of Imprisonment. I know I played both. I played Breath of the Wild, I played Tears of the Kingdom, and I played Hyrule Warriors. I do know that Age of Imprisonment takes place in the past when they first start fighting Ganon, right? I just don't know why Link would technically be there. Because I thought that was before, unless that's just a Link lookalike, which I guess in that case that makes sense. Takes place after Skyward Sword, before Minish Cap. Okay. It's not Link. Okay, so I figured it was. Okay, so it's just a Link lookalike. So it's kind of just like how Linkle is not Link. Linkle, I think that's how you say her name. Which I honestly really think they should they should have added Linkle into like Breath of the Wild or something. Because I think that character is really fun. Okay, Nikoko, because I was thinking about this word Link. Nikoko, if you had the ability to turn into one vehicle, what would it be? Like Transformer, turn into one vehicle.
Subaru.
What'd you say?
A Subaru.
A Subaru?
Yeah.
Why specific? What type of Subaru? What specific Subaru?
I don't know, I just like it.
Please let me tell you. Go ahead. I mean, that's what this stream is for. Go ahead, yap away. Uh, I would want to
I don't
turn
know.
in. I think I would want to turn to a motorcycle or something.
Oh, interesting.
Or if I could, if I was going like for fantasy stuff, I would turn into the Batmobile. Or like the Akira bike.
Goes
That would be
around.
super cool.
Batman.
But I was thinking about it because I know Age of Imprisonment, the mysterious construct. He can basically turn into a jet. Because I was watching one of the cutscenes and he turns into a jet and flies off. Which I think is still so interesting. It's also so interesting because Piece of the Broken Master Sword travels back in time with Zelda and gets put into a construct. So technically, it's 5. It's V. It's fine. Is that what you were trying to say? Okay. Okay, because at that time that she's there, the Master Sword doesn't exist yet, right? Technically, it doesn't exist, but her bringing it back from time makes it exist there. Because technically, the Master Sword wouldn't have been made at that time, right? So technically, it's Fi from Skyward Sword. Is Fi the blue dude? Which character was Fi from Skyward Sword? I think I'm missing something. No, the Master Sword would exist. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it was the blue lady. Okay. I said blue dude, but I knew it was like a blue person. Okay, that's cool. Master the batteries on your Wii remote are master the batteries on your Wii remote are low. Nice. Okay, but that means so. Damn. Okay, I know there's branching timelines. Where does Breath of the Wild take place on the timeline? Like you said, it was. I know. Like what? I guess not take place on the timeline. Where does Breath of the Wild, like the story for Breath of the Wild, branch off to, or branch off from, I should say? Because is that from? Because it's Skyward Sword, but it's also somewhere else. There's some other stuff as well. Breath of the Wild is all the way at the bottom. But like, what stories does it branch off from? Like, what stories does it connect to? Because I know you said it connects to Skyward Sword in Minish Cap, but like before, like what comes before Skyward Sword? I guess it fuses timelines back together. Okay. Because I was trying to figure out. Well, yeah, that's cool as fuck. It's actually really, really dope. The Zelda timeline is so confusing now. But I'm looking forward to Age of Imprisonment. I really do wish I could play it. I really do. But buying a Nintendo Switch 2, I can't justify. Before Skyward Sword is Skyward manga, but not technically canon. Okay. Okay. I feel you. I know. What else? Skyward Sword. Okay. Let's not take a look at it. So it merges the timelines. So I know what is. Okay. So Rauru is the first king of Hyrule. How many kings of Hyrule are there? If you don't mind me asking, how many kings of Hyrule are there? Because Rauru is the first of them. This is a bop. Let's go. I switched it because I was like, we're super deep into the stream, so I was like, I might as well switch to music. Telling Echo wisdom and Ocarina of Time. Oh, universe was created. Okay. God damn. But I was gonna say, like, how many kings of Hyrule were there so far? Because we know Rauru was the first one, technically. Right? Or is he like a different number? Because I remember Zelda referring to him as like the first king of Hyrule. Also, how much time is in between? I have so many questions about Zelda. How much time is in between, like, Breath of the Wild and Age of Imprisonment? Because I don't think they say it in the game, or maybe I just missed it. How much time is in between those two? Because I don't know. Is it like a couple months? Or is it right after? Because if it's right after, I would be so pissed off if I was like, dog, I lost my arm. I save all these people, I do all this cool shit, you know, and then immediately right after, I have to get fucked up and lose my arm. Okay, so there's 3. God, these kings must live for a long time, don't they? Except for Rauru. Well, no, Rauru lived for a long time. I do like that in Age of Imprisonment they let you play with the other characters as well, and they add in new ones. I think that's really cool. I think around 7 to 8 years. Let me check. Okay, so at least there was a time of peace before a reverse card, and then took one of Link's arms, and now Link has like this fucking mechanical. It's not even mechanical. It's really cool that they made the whole like I forgot what it was called. The whole Zonai thing. Because Zonai stuff isn't really mechanical and stuff like that. It's like pseudo. It's like magic not sci-fi. Magic what? Steampunk is what I meant to say. Like magic punk, mage punk. Yeah, 7 to 8ish. Okay, so like I said, it's good that there was a time of peace before Link ended up having to save the world again. I do like that at least in Hyrule Warriors, I wish they would show it more in Zelda's, in like the main games and stuff like that. I do like that in Hyrule Warriors, you do know that Zelda has fighting capabilities. Like, she can throw hands. She can fuck someone up. She can actually fight, and she gets like some really cool abilities and stuff like that. And you do get to see it at like in Breath of the Wild. I'm not gonna spoil for anyone who hasn't played, but I really wish they showed that more. That Zelda was like that much. Also, Izzy, I got a question. Which is your favorite iteration of Zelda? Like, in your head, which is, like, when you think of Zelda, what is the first, like, picture, I guess, that comes up, and you're like, this is what this is my Zelda. What is your favorite iteration? She's pretty useless, Age. Yeah, kinda. Well, no, she gets useful after, like, she understands her powers a little bit better. I think for me, I was about to say, for me, it's Twilight Princess Zelda as well. That's my canon. That, like, in my head, that's canon how Zelda should look. I always imagine that. Like, whenever I think of Zelda, I immediately go to Twilight Princess, or I think, yeah, it's just Twilight Princess, really. Twilight Princess Zelda looks so fucking badass. Twilight Princess Zelda looks like she'll, like, gladly punch you in the fucking throat. She looks so cool. She looks so, like, regal, royal and shit like that. She looks super cool. But yeah, I definitely think Twilight Princess is cool. Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda, and I think, like, I haven't. Okay, blasphemous, but I've never played Wind Waker. I always hear good things about it. I've never played Wind Waker, and I do want to play. I haven't played Wind Waker, and I haven't played what is it, Phantom Train or something like that? Something Train. I do want to go back and play that stuff because those both look super fucking cool. I think there's like a handful of like Zelda games I haven't played. I've played Majora's Mask. I've played Ocarina of Time. I've played a little bit of Twilight Princess. I've played a little bit of Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks. Yeah, the Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. And everything inside the like Wind Waker saga, I never played. I never touched. Actually, that's a lie. I think I played Wind Waker a little bit, but I never like I played it when I was over at a friend's house. I never played it like just for myself. I think what else? I'm trying to think. I played a lot of the Four Swords games. I played obviously Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and Hyrule Warriors. But I think those are the only Zelda games that I played. I think I'm missing like a lot of Zelda games that I haven't tried to play. Oh well, I played like the top-down Zelda. I remember they had a phone version of it, and me and my brother played that, and we eventually ended up beating it. I forget what Zelda that was. But I guess also within that vein, what is your definitive Link? What is like when you think Link? Who is your definitive Link? Because I think for me, it still is Twilight Princess. Also, I bit my tongue. I think it still is Twilight Princess. I really like how Twilight Princess Link looks. He just looks so fucking cool. He looks like older, jaded Link. Like he's just so battle hardened. I don't know. Link is one of those characters that like he ranges from like oblivious teenager, and then randomly he has that like Twilight Princess iteration that just looks ready to take the reins and everything. Oh shit, why is my whatchamacallit not updated? I can't see. The Phantom Hourglass and then 100 years later Spirit Tracks. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say like either or. Who is your favorite, and also like when you think of Link, who is like the first Link that comes to your head? Of like this is my if someone like was to ask you to show them like what you definitively think Link should look like, which Link would you show them? because I feel like mine would be Twilight Princess. I would be like, this is mine. I keep thinking about this. Zelda and Final Fantasy needs to do a collab. I'm surprised there is not a Zelda Final Fantasy collab in some. I feel like that has to happen. Can we get Link in Kingdom Hearts or something? Into like, I feel like that kind of feels like it makes sense to have like a Final Fantasy cross Zelda situation. Yeah, that just would be super fucking dope. So the Link of Link's Ocarina of Time / Ritual. Okay. But yeah, I think if they have a Final Fantasy crossover with Link, I think that would be so fucking cool to see like them change his fighting style and stuff like that. You got Zelda X Monster Hunter. Yeah, but when I think of Zelda, I don't think Monster Hunter. I think that's cool, but like I don't necessarily think Monster Hunter. I think more of like I said, like Final Fantasy, for very obvious reasons. Final Fantasy and what was the name of it? Forgot. The game that Pit comes from. For very obvious reasons. That anime reveal for Dark Link was so fucking cool. Oh, for Dark Pit. I feel like those would be super cool for like Link to be in. Ooh, Twilight Wind and yeah, I like Twilight. I think Wind Waker, I just like the art style. But also hear me out. Okay, hearing you out. I'm listening. I think, like I said, I like Wind Waker's art style. I like Twilight Princess's art. This is like Twilight Princess in general is like definitive. I like cartoon. Are you talking about the one from what was it? The old cartoon? The excuse me, princess. Excuse me, princess. Or whatever. What was it? It was the big dude. What you buying? I think that's how he sounded. Or it's something else. He said something else. But yeah, that was from the. Yeah, him. He looks so goofy though. I understand, but he does look extremely fucking goofy. He looks so fucking like derpy and goofy and shit. Also, I don't know. Who's Captain In? The Game Master for a bit. Let's specifically for what grows up at the end the Game Master. I don't know, what's Captain in the Game Master? I still want to do, I mentioned it before, I want to do a Zelda-based D&D. Kind of something to the TV and has to say Video Land. You lost me. I have no clue what you're talking about. You absolutely lost me. I have no clue who Captain In is. His dog also goes with him. Okay, I gotta do some research. Because who the fuck is Captain In? What the fuck is Video Land? And why does that have to do with Link? I have so many questions. But I was saying, I want to do like Legend of Zelda D&D, where it is like each person gets to choose their race. Do you want to be a Zora and stuff like that? And based off of like equipment they put on, like you can raise your AC, it can give you certain abilities and stuff like that, yada yada yada. But I don't know if I had to place it, where would I want to place it? If I wanted to make a Zelda, his dog also video, just like space, but each one is different video game series including Zelda. Okay. What else video games are in there? What are all the video game worlds or series that are in there? Is it like Zelda, Mario? What else? Kirby? Or is it like just Zelda, then Warhammer or some shit? If I had to, trying to think, if I had to make the Zelda-based D&D, where would I want it to take place? I think hear me out. Tell me if you guys think this is. If I was to make a Zelda-based D&D, I would want it to be in a period where the heroes have to go find Link. Like, have it be a D&D where Link has finally been defeated by Ganon, right? And Ganon's forces are showing up and stuff like that. Like, Ganon finally wins. And having Ganon show up, like, them being able to see Ganon over the horizon. Or something. Also, this one's give me. Was that one? Oh no, he's still in his car. But what I was going to say is being able to have it be like making a Zelda D&D and having it be like, hey, you guys play this ragtag group of people that have to go find Link, or and then like you guys all are tasked to like carry this Master Sword with you, and you guys have to go off and find Link before Ganon's forces take over. And like maybe it's like one of those things where they prophesized Link was supposed to show up. Maybe Link didn't get defeated, but maybe they prophesized Link was supposed to show up and he just never did. And now they're like, oh, what the fuck happened? So I would make make the players play as like Zora or Goron and stuff like that based off the champions, and you have to show up. Um, you have to basically not show up, but you basically are called to Zelda. Maybe like I would want it to be like an older Zelda or something. And she's just like, oh, um, it seems like we have no hero. Something must be off. And then having these heroes, these champions sent out to go find Link. And then essentially as you guys go on and stuff like that, I feel like Gorons will have, like, if you play a Goron and Sora, you would have different abilities and stuff like that. But like as you go on your path, you would end up having to go through pretty much Tears of the Kingdom, through the different regions and stuff, and piece together where the fuck Link is, and how to get to him, and wake him up, and you'll like at the end have this like gritty, this like older Link who maybe has gotten stuck somewhere during his reincarnation process. You got Zelda, Kirby, Little Mac, sound about right. Metroid, Castlevania, Mega Man, Donkey Kong, some dragon game, some jungle game, some time traveling furry game, Tetris, football, Kid Icarus, yada yada. Okay, that's cool. Basically, BS Zelda. BS. I don't know if that's BS as bullshit Zelda or BS as in like we're trying to say a Zelda name. Or like BS as in a Zelda game. Ancient Stone Tablets. Ancient Stone Tablets. What is? I guess? I don't know what game that is. But yeah, I think that would be interesting. And then add in like the cooking mechanics and stuff for Breath of the Wild. So, broadcast system. Zelda Ancient Stone Tablets. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's what they called it, I thought. Yeah, BS Zelda. Bullshit Zelda. My favorite game. It's a game where you have to go save Link. Okay. Yeah, I think something like that would be dope. Then I can use like a bunch of moblins and stuff like that. I think it'd be really cool. I wonder how would I want to make a Ganon? Because I wouldn't want to make a Ganon who's essentially just whatchamacallit, like the regular Ganon. I think it would be cooler. Hear me out. If I did make a D&D, I would want my big bad to not be Ganon. You want a little history lesson? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. If I did make a big bad for my Zelda D&D, I don't think I would want it to be Ganon. I think I would want it to be Dark Link. And my reason for that is I think Dark Link is so cool, but he's always reduced to kind of like a side task. I think having this Link who's like fused, this Dark Link that's fused with Ganon, and maybe I don't know how I would explain it. I think that would be really cool. Demise? Is that the same thing? Is that who Demise was? I remember the name. I don't know. I think I remember the name and oh, Dink. Dink is cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, Dark Link is so fucking sick. He's such a cool character. I just wish he wasn't just reduced to like Shadow Link or some shit like that, right? Having him have a backstory and stuff like that would be cool. And then having him like leading the charge, you know, wonder what I probably would keep the Zonai stuff in there just so that, like, for creativity's sake, I just don't think it would be the same as like the Zonai stuff in the game. I just don't think I'm gonna have it like be too crazy. I think I would keep Zonai stuff in there for aesthetic wise and like to make things cooler. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. If I made a D&D, it would be like, hey, you guys are a group of ragtag champions. You guys need to go find Link before this monster pulls up and takes over Hyrule. And so you guys, I would also have it be like there's a border. There's like a around the border of Hyrule is like where all the monsters and stuff is. So the closer you guys get, the more dangerous it is. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause yeah, he's the dude that has like, I might be wrong. Damn. I know if I see a picture, I probably am. I know who Demise is. But yeah, I was thinking like that would be a cool D&D. Allow people. I think if I had to make races for it and stuff like that, it would be Goron, it'll be Zora, it'll be I forgot the name of the birds. It would be the birds. It would be obviously the Gerudo. You'll be a Hylian. I would also want a Korok to be one of the races you can be, because I think that would be funny. And then I think that would probably be it. But yeah, I think that would be really, really cool to have them go on this adventure, to go find Link, go find Link's last resting place, see what went wrong with the reincarnation or whatever, and then yeah, I think that would be cool if I would do a D&D like that. I want to do a lot of game-based D&Ds because I want one for Zelda, I want one for Bloodborne as well, because I think Bloodborne or any Dark Souls would make a really good D&D, as long as up front you tell people that it's gonna be hard. It's like, hey, this is gonna be a rough D&D. Make sure you like play a character that's can like not too broken but can withstand, taking damage, and then having like that first phase and then that second phase and stuff like that for bosses. I think would be really cool. What other games would be a great D&D? I feel like Witcher would make a great D&D. Witcher would be sick as fuck as a D&D. I think. What other game? Obviously, I'm trying to skip over stuff like Dragon Age Inquisition, Dragon's Dogma, because those are all essentially D&Ds anyways. Baldur's Gate, yada yada. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna be so sad. I couldn't finish my Final Fantasy D&D. That one I was like really looking forward to. I didn't even get to finish my other D&D either. So it sucks that I kind of like am just never gonna be able to do that. Or maybe one day I would have to come back to it to do it. Which one did I really haven't. Trying to see. Calvin online. Maybe he got busy. But yeah, I think that would be a cool one. I'm trying to think what else would be cool if I wanted to make a D&D about it. I wonder if anyone made a Star Wars based D&D. I feel like that could be very interesting to make a Star Wars based D&D, but have it somewhere like Star Wars Outlaw, where you don't choose between like a Jedi or a Sith or whatever. Um, and then like it would be cool, right? If you choose a mercenary, um, and then it would be cool if you can choose. If I was to do it, I would probably take stuff from Star Wars Visions, because Vision has a lot of cool shit in it. Take that stuff and I would integrate that into like a Star Wars D&D. And what would I would do is allow them to like use those type of weapons and stuff. One of the coolest weapons is the one of the coolest weapons are the is the umbrella. If you watch Star Wars Visions, is the umbrella that has like fucking the what is it? It has the lightsabers on it and stuff like that before she just takes that off. But that's really cool. I think having like a samurai sword that's just a lightsaber was also really cool from Star Wars Visions. I would add a lot of that stuff in, and then I think I would make it so that you guys are essentially tasked with delivering this Jedi somewhere. It's like, hey, I can pay you guys a lot of money once we get there. I just need like safe refuge, and then having everyone have like a backstory of maybe they have a bounty, maybe they are looking for Jedis, maybe some of them are Jedis already and stuff like that. And have them basically be going off through the galaxy to like these different planets to find where the last remnants of Jedis are and stuff like that. As the Sith is following them and stuff like that. I think I would make it more than just the Sith, though. I don't like it just being, oh, these people are in cahoots with the Sith. I would like it to be something more. I think that would be really, really cool. D&D is cool. Have I gushed about D&D enough in this stream? I think D&D is cool. I think D&D is super cool because you can just be so creative with it. And again, anyone who's watching the VOD of this, highly suggest. If you're watching the VOD or if you're watching on YouTube after this has been posted, I highly suggest going and either watching people play D&D or trying to join a D&D and stuff like that. So good. D&D is dope. D&D is dope. But, however, with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and start ending stream. We've been doing this for so far 32 minutes. Not 32. 3 hours and 32 minutes, I should say. So I think I'm gonna also needs to go check up with a friend as well, because we were supposed to hang out today. I don't think we're doing that, but I still want to text him to see if we are, so I can know if I'm getting ready or not. So with that being said, oh Jesus Christ! Before I forget back, then create like a video. Station a separate video games that would be broadcast to your demo. Play live. You can only play them during certain times. If you missed it, Zelda had 2. Okay, broadcast big games. The Ancient Stone Tablets in it. Fantasy, also known as Zelda Level 2 stage. Which systems and avatar instead of Link in both games. Oh, okay. Wow, that's okay. That is a crazy history drop. Damn. With that being said, though, I'm gonna go ahead and stream. Thank you all for coming, and hanging out and stuff like that. It means a lot, as usual. And yeah, next Hangout stream, I don't know when it's gonna be. I have to see, but hopefully it's most likely it's gonna be very soon. If not tomorrow, then it'll be sometime next week. expect a lot more of these. I'm gonna try to see about setting up for gaming. I want to see if I can stream like some Animal Crossing and stuff like that. I want to do some chill stuff, and also just overall like see about art and stuff like that. I'll see what I can do. Limitations breeds creativity, so I will figure this out. With that being said, it means a lot. Thank you so much. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.